Hello, friends and adventurers, and welcome to Grognard and Friends. And speaking of the friends, let's check out this week's episode of Grognard and Friends.
We are walking and talking and moving and grooving and hipping and hopping and picking and popping with about to be a page. Better take a stand, you going away with that thing in your hand. Looking all around me, trouble to be found. Make sure when you find it that you get a say loud. Gotta go free, name, pick up, bring me my pride, red photo jacket. He's there and he don't know. We are walking and talking, but he's faster than me. Show my walkie-talkie man. Last night at the show, we are walking and talking, going out of the street. Go, 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 go.
Happy Sunday, everybody. When last we left the friends, they had finally made it through the treacherous necropolis and into the eastern districts once more. This time in search of someone for their new friend Calandra, who had desperately wanted to locate her brother, but this time there was no foul-smelling fog surrounding them. Instead, there was a huge column of thick black smoke in the distance that looked to have emanated from somewhere near the large hole known to us as the bitch. And before they could figure out what to do next, they were attacked by large monstrosities. Butt Trumpet cast a spell in retaliation, but something went wrong, and half of the friends disappeared. After they each had their own little experience, the friends were reunited, but minus a dwarf and with Calandra covered in a hardening goo against a large stone. Searching for Nikita, Gaius discovered a secret entrance in the ground to some underground tunnels and a large secret door. Hoping to find their friend, they went down and eventually found themselves locked in a pair of rooms separated by a portcullis. And they were not alone. Much to their chagrin and mental health, once they finally defeated this strange abomination made up of people, they found a room with a number of apparently deactivated magic circles. After the trauma of the last encounter and the possible future trauma that these circles potentially offered, the friends quickly noped out of there and made their way to Goblin Town, where there too things had changed. The once welcoming little community was shut up tight with no one allowed in or out. Luckily for the friends, they had an old ally that was now working the gates. A goblin by the name of Poo Porridge was now looking down upon them ever since their boss Ham had been taken away by the town guards, and they remembered Butt Trumpet very well. Soon they were able to get word to the Godfather, who oversaw all of Goblin Town. A favorable response, because soon one of the Godfather's capos, by the name of Fart Swallow, arrived. He heard their plight and led them to the simple home of one Mrs. Turdcutter, who would feed them and allow them to rest. Fart Swallow soon returned with one of his informants, a sleazy-looking goblin named Humpenscrunch. Humpenscrunch couldn't help them with any information on Calandra's quarry, but did tell them of a connection in the Slinks, a half-goblin named Rufus, who might. Eventually, with the Godfather's people gone, the friends discussed what to do next, and Gaius sent a message to Nikita. You send your message, Gaius. There's a few moments where it sounds like if you've ever had someone click their phone on in their pocket before they actually get it up. The first thing you hear is muffled noises. You're not sure exactly what it is, but it's all muffled and distorted. But then what catches your attention is more the background noise. There is cries and screaming and these inhuman noises that you're hearing, and just as quickly the message cuts off.
Well,
Already on. Sorry.
Already on, Reed. Nikita wasn't in a good place. They didn't actually respond. It didn't sound good regardless.
Do you kind of know where to look?
Not a clue. No. Somewhere bad. Somewhere where there's screaming and Pain?
Well, that could be anywhere in Seven Rivers.
I mean,
Or anywhere else.
if she did make a bargain with a devil or demon, too. It could have been usually the way my spell works. If I have problems with it, it's usually because it's going through two different dimensions. I still can connect a lot of the times, but I've had issues where dimension stuff makes it work weird. I guess is the best way to put it. So it could be that, unless there's some mighty strong magic around it, like what happened with Eldred a few times. But the difference with that was just like no connection at all, or it was fuzzy
Oh,
at
you
first
mean like
and then
in the
disconnected.
like in
When he was hiding in the Stradivarnius house, yeah.
Yeah.
But we know there's a little dimensional hinkiness going on there. So that's where I'm getting my supposition from. Once again, once we head out of Goblin Town, I can see if I'll just try to ping locate object. Granted, it's not a huge distance, but every so often I can check to see if we can locate her or some of her stuff. If we don't get a more feasible idea of where they are.
There's always a chance.
Always a chance. Can't give up on hope.
We're just gonna have to stick with that as we go.
Yep. And in reality, the other thing we also have to worry about is our little elf friend left in the main part of town and all of our evil duplicates and all that nonsense.
Oh
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
We just have a packed schedule, really.
Yeah, I mean, we're busy people. It's a thing that happens when you're popular.
Yeah, like how much trauma can you possibly pack in a day? We're gonna find out.
Well,
We find out every day.
all right. So what time is it now, Paul? Is this morning?
What do we do?
No, it's like late afternoon going on early evening at this point.
Oh, okay. So we haven't taken a long rest, right?
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, we had our nap earlier.
Yeah,
We did, but we're not going back out at night.
right.
So
Yeah.
unless anybody has, I mean, the only other thing we can do is maybe leave a message here with the Godfather's people in case Nikita comes this way, just letting them know where we're at, and maybe she could find her way back to us as well.
Eldred
I mean,
said
we all
we
kind
can
of-
try that, but I don't know that the Godfather is going to recognize her. She didn't really have any interaction with any of those people.
That's right. She didn't.
I can provide
She wouldn't really-
a brief description. I can at least let them know, like, her helmet and things like that. I mean,
Well, that's a good point.
there are
Yeah, the other-
identifiers.
Yeah, the other thing we got to worry about is there is a copy of her running around that is evil or just different. We got to worry about that now too.
Evil, well, Doppelganger and
Evil.
Nikita seemed very angry and silent and stoic, and our Nikita had pizzazz. So,
And
Yeah.
was
I think
angry and stoic, says Eldred.
I think that's just
Not so much
dwarf-
stoic.
You're right. You're right. Just angry.
at you specifically.
Yeah.
You do that, but anyway.
I've felt the waves of anger off of Nikita several times. It can be intense, but it was always for a good reason.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it was good
Okay.
anger, says Eldred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we
You gotta get
can
it out of your system somehow.
leave that message
This-
with them so that in case she comes by here, that they
Yeah.
know who to look for and to let her know where we went, that we are going to the Slinks.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe just have like a note for whoever the Godfather. It's like just leave a physical description written on the front. That way, I mean, she's got a helmet that kind of stands out too. So
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what I was
you
thinking.
can do that as an insurance thing. But like I
look
said,
at
I have a bad feeling we all kind of went to a different place, but that didn't happen to Nikita, did it? Or
No.
did,
Not that we
know.
did she get teleported?
No.
We don't know.
No.
been teleported somewhere.
She
and
was
she's
told,
still
no,
there.
okay. She wasn't teleported that I saw. I don't know what they did after they took her.
Did you see someone take her?
Kalandra,
or-
you know that they teleported about the same time that you got slapped with that goo.
Oh, okay. All I thought was that I saw them like grab her. Okay, so that she was teleported. They slapped
Or it
me
could have
and
been.
grabbed her and
It's a potentiality.
maybe.
Is all I'm saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she could be somewhere completely.
Just
I
a different
wondered,
dimension.
because she did have an arrangement, but there were obviously people in opposition to the creature that she made an arrangement with.
Yeah.
So my concern is more of what if they got her.
Oh yeah. No, this is bad. No matter what, like I said, I'm dedicating some magic to trying to figure out where she went.
It
at
was
least.
it was an arrangement. Do you think?
Well, she had.
Did she have to get?
an-
Did she have to get married to it?
Not that I know of.
Well,
don't
I mean, she
know
was given
what
a
kind of
vibe.
agreement.
Sounded interested in it.
Right. Like she wouldn't be opposed if he would have pulled a ring out.
Yeah, she would have been
But as-
opposed if he proposed, but
Right. But
also that's a
as
new
far
contract.
as I am aware, right, as far as I am aware to date, there was no marital agreement or arrangement. As
Eldred
part
says,
of
I
their-
got the feeling it was a much more open relationship.
Right.
Yes, there you go. Yeah.
I always thought arrangements for marriage. I don't know.
What, you've never heard of a flower arrangement?
An
No.
edible arrangement? I figured you of all people would know what that is.
What is that?
It's when two types
Oh,
of
it's
food
amazing.
like each other very, very much.
Don't listen to him.
So
That
it's
is not
not-
at all what it is.
It's not at all. You send food to people as a thank you note, basically. You ever see a
And it
gift
looks
basket
like
with
flowers.
food in it? Yeah, it's something like that, except for
Fruit
people that
basket
have more
with,
money.
You
Yeah,
know,
fruit,
So-
it's a fruit basket where the fruit goes bad quicker.
So we've done nice
Is-
things for people. How come nobody ever gave us one of those?
Did you
It
want
depends on
an
the location
arrangement,
you're
Reed?
in.
Yeah.
Are you looking for an arrangement, Reed? Because I can help you out with that.
A food one, an edible thing.
An edible thing?
Yeah.
Oh, they have plenty of edible things back at the buffet.
Uh-huh.
The buffet, yes.
We'll get you a
Okay.
very
Oh.
edible, delicious arrangement when we get back.
Yeah, as all
Thank you.
this nonsense is going on,
Thank you.
Gaius has pulled out, a pot, quill, and paper, and is writing a note for Nikita,
Okay.
folding it up, and then putting like a physical description over and the name, and then we'll just make sure at some point before we leave Goblin Town, he
Okay.
passes it on to someone they trust.
Thank
It's
you for
about
being a
this time
grown-up.
that Mrs. Turd Cutter comes in and asks if, kind of sheepishly, if you're going to be staying for dinner, and also to let you know that her husband should be home in the next hour or so.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing, ma'am. Do you know somewhere we could stay overnight here in Goblin Town? We don't want to impose upon you. You've already done plenty. As Gaius pulls out like some like 5 gold pieces and puts it down on the table and slides it over. Also, here's this is a note that we have a friend who's kind of not with us at the moment, and if they happen to run into Goblin Town and come looking for us, I don't know if maybe you pass this along to the Godfather's people. They
Or the poo
The one seemed
porridge,
familiar.
or anybody like who would work
Any
at
of
the
those.
sentries.
I can definitely do that, and I have some rooms. They're simple rooms, but we can put the
We just need
boys in
someone-
one and the rest of you in another,
just somewhere safe to stay overnight. That's all we need. We
because
appreciate
no one else is going to allow you in. Everyone's pretty shut down, pretty tight.
I figured that was the case. I just wanted to make sure we weren't an imposition upon you, especially if there was somewhere else potentially we could go.
No. This is no impos. I will.
Thank you so much.
I will.
You're
set
so
up the bed
nice.
and-
Oh my gosh. So sweet.
Thank you. I try.
Such
there's
hospitality. I haven't
anything-
experienced this in so long.
If
Yes,
there's
little
anything
one?
we can do for, if there's anything we could ever do for you in exchange for like an edible arrangement, just let us know.
I'm just gonna read. Let's just try
Yeah, I'm gonna
to
go
like.
pray. I'm gonna go like pray or something real quick. Just walk away from that conversation.
I'm just like, okay, Reed, can I? Can, come here.
What?
Mrs. Turdcutter
Yeah.
says, "Well, I'm flattered, little man, but I'm going to go and get dinner started."
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Excuse him. He's
He's simple.
he's something.
That he
He's just a
is.
simple
a-
boy. He's just a simple man with
He's
simple
very
pleasures,
simple, and he was.
and he enjoys
he-
eating, perhaps too much.
He took one too many to the head, and
Well, let's not criticize him that much. Had I been much younger and before my little gobos and everybody, who knows? But I better get dinner started.
Do you need help in the kitchen?
She says that would be wonderful, and she looks to you guys and says, "The room you probably will want. You can do your praying in there," and it directs you down a short hallway to a small room. There's basically a full-size bed in there. The rest of you can stay over here in this other room, and there's like it's a kind of a twin bed. It's more of like a cot than anything else. You and Butt Trumpet would probably fit in there without any problem.
Whatever you have is just
Bunk
fine. Yep.
buddies.
Yay!
I can bunk out on the floor. That's all good.
Eldred looks at you
mean-
guys.
You can flip for it. Oh, you know what, girl? You've been horribly mauled. Have the bed.
Thank you, I will.
As he turns and looks at me, we can flip. Oh,
Oh wait.
you know what?
I think you
Have
compromised
the bed.
enough for one day.
Sorry about
Yeah,
all
I
the
think you're
ugly.
good.
You take the bed.
Maybe get a win every once in a while.
Yeah.
Has
Well, don't
has
worry.
Eldred got a
We're
mirror
working
yet?
on that. Oh no, no. That guy's is like, oh, by the way, yeah, here's some more salve, and just kind of like, there you go. Yeah.
It's like the
Just
mom
reaches out
putting
on
the
his head.
lavender. It's like the mom putting the
Yeah.
lavender stuff on
Mm.
Edward Scissorhands. You just blend and blend and blend. That is the key.
Perfect.
Guys,
go.
give me a medical check, please.
Medicine.
Oh, don't fuck this one.
You applied salve
listen.
to his eye.
Listen. I
His one
I
good
do
eye.
a few things real well, and medicine usually is better than that. It's an 11. The reason why it's an 11 is because I have a +8 in medicine. So I literally got to hit a 1 to not hit the 10 spot at least.
He accidentally puts his finger in Eldred's mouth.
Oh, no. Yeah, just get like the pinky in there just a little bit, just like, no, just catches it
Don't
just a little
start that.
bit.
He might like that.
Oh, don't-
start that with him.
Don't swallow that. Don't swallow that salve. That's for it's a topical, not an interior one. Anyway,
So anyway, you're going to the Slinks, right?
well, we gotta take a
Tomorrow?
nap and stuff first. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow,
Definitely
right.
Slinks. Everyone good? Everyone? Anyone need anything? Like anyone need some healing? I have more salve. Is anyone's face all or other parts of the body fucked up?
Oh wow.
I have more ointment.
Eldred just kind of looks at you. That was
Nope.
kind of harsh.
What? Do you remember when I had the giant slime monsters that just removed everything off of me?
Yeah,
Yes,
that was bad.
and do you remember me ever saying anything about your looks not being what they are, what they could be?
Yes. I seem to remember you constantly reminding me. I didn't have a beard or hair. There was that time with the eyebrows at least once.
Okay, that's fair.
So you're telling me that traveling with you guys comes with a high potential to be really fugly.
No, just a four.
Oh no. Just no. Just an excessive level of snark most of the time.
We're just assholes to each other. That's kind of the main part
Okay,
of
because
it.
I'm very,
High
I'm
level
very
of
vain.
sass.
My job
Oh,
depends on
don't
this
worry.
being
We'll
not
fix that.
ugly. This is my bread
That's
and
not
butter.
a threat on your looks. It's more of, we'll get you over that hurdle of being vain.
Even if you already had low self-image to begin with.
We can make it lower.
So anyway, I'm gonna hop into bed and
Well, it's about this time that
So,
you start smelling food cooking.
I think maybe
Yes.
we should wait and see what happens. Never mind.
Mhm.
And after a little bit, you hear the
I
door
like-
open, and
I never move from the table. I'm just like sitting there.
Barely
I heard there was
everything,
going to be dinner later.
coloring on a placemat.
Nobody knows where I got a bib, but I have a bib.
Has a lobster on it.
right.
Don't even know what that is. Not that's the thing in this
Yeah.
world.
But it's a lobster made out of people.
No.
How'd you find that?
Eastern districts.
Where do
Says
you
Eldred.
go?
Eastern.
Yeah, where do you go? Where do you go in your free time?
It's made out of people,
Like, dude,
and it's got a
here's-
mysterious yellow cloud around it on the bib. It's like,
I'm
ew.
like, dude, I thought I had
no, that
access
doesn't
to
say-
weird shit.
Hey, brother,
like,
that doesn't say meet other people. That says eat other people.
right?
No, it says meet other people. It's just MEAT.
Oh, okay. Doing that play on words. Gotcha.
So
Nice to know that I can't be the weirdest or the grossest person here, though.
Oh,
That
you
is
ain't
a-
seen
Hardly.
nothing
Thank
yet.
you.
Still haven't met the master.
I was about to say we never talked about the mustard.
You'll have to tell Calandra that in your room tonight.
Yeah, I still get a little gaggy thinking about it.
Eldred goes, but that's your story, Reed.
Okay, I'll tell it.
Just not at the dinner table.
Yeah,
No,
maybe we
I will
reserve
wait.
this one.
Yes.
We got to be good guests. Proper hospitality must be observed.
Let's not be rude to Miss Turd Cutter.
Yes.
Especially now, if I know we might get a thank you edible arrangement. That would
I
be-
don't think
I'm
everyone
not
knows
giving
what
you
that
anything
is.
edible, dude.
Especially
Well,
Mrs.
that's true. I didn't-
Turner, says Eldred.
I didn't know what
rich
it was in
person
the
thing.
beginning.
You have to give her the edible to thank her.
Oh, I
You
gotta
would be thanking her.
give food. Oh, okay. I wonder what I got left in my
Just
pocket.
something delicious and edible.
Oh, don't.
Hmm.
Whatever's in your pocket, just leave it in there.
Don't
And
give
that
her anything in
phrasing
your
is
pocket.
probably not the way to go there, Reed, says Eldred.
So anyway, what's for dinner this evening?
Now, Paul, if everyone's going to dinner, Gaius is actually going to take a moment to pray.
Okay.
Specifically, he's doing it for Nikita and helping to find her and all that. He's basically going to go. He sets out an old wooden cup. You don't necessarily see him drinking out of a bunch, but it's got stuff that he might have carved by hand in there. Fills it up with the wine that just seems to come from somewhere sometimes. Lights incense and
Pocket wine.
pocket wine. Bacchus and
It's like
any
box
and all
wine,
who
but
may
the male version.
any and all people that are listening, this is a serious moment where a cleric is praying for his good friend who has disappeared and might be dying or dead, and everyone else is snickering at his back because someone made a shitty joke.
You guys can't hear
No.
goblin names without rolling your eyes and laughing. I don't want to hear shit.
I'm sorry, is that a friend of yours?
Wow.
What? That is a real question. I'm trying to pray here. That was a real question.
You can pray.
We know someone named Shat. What letter difference is not that name?
Oh my god! Just say your prayers.
I was trying to. At that point, he slugs the cup, pours more in. Okay, again, for my friend Nikita, who's currently missing and may be in dearest trouble. Bacchus, please, or anyone who else is listening, give me guidance on maybe helping find them or figuring out where they are if they need our assistance. Helping find my friend Calandra's brother would be a great boon. Also, and like whispers, Eldred's face needs some help. And just chugs the wine and puts it down.
Roll me a percentage dice, please.
31%.
So you heard the door open during all of this, and you hear some low voices in the kitchen, and you continue to hear the smells, and
I hear smells. Holy shit! What was in that cup?
Some really good wine. Like, really good
Oh
wine.
no! Oh no! I used this cup to grind up the mushrooms from the other day. Oh no! I need to pray for myself now. I'm about to go on a wild ride.
wait, listen, do you smell that?
Oh fuck! That bread sounds so good.
Just hold on to me. I'll get you through it.
Who's touching me? Oh god, no! Don't. That everything's enhanced.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I got you, Gaius. I got you. I'll get you through this.
Oh no 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 no! Oh.
Reed and
This is why I told Eldred not to consume any of the solve. There was a lot of hallucinogenics in it.
So Reed is sitting at the dinner table waiting. Eldred's next to him, and Butt Trumpet's there. Mrs. Turdcutter comes out and says, well, dinner's ready. And hears all of those noises you just made and said, we'll just save some for your friends. It's okay.
Thank you. He gets really
Just it.
intense.
Oh,
when
I'm
he
tripping
prays.
balls now.
The two of you are off. You're not part of this conversation.
No, that's what you just hear him saying from the other room. It's not a big
I'm like-
house.
Yeah.
You did say
I
the door
call out, I'm
was
like-
open.
I call out, I'm like, guys, we can hear you. Stop praying like that.
Oh, sorry, I can
It's not how you pray.
dude, I smell your voice, man.
He could smell voices.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Mm,
Wizards are so weird.
you got like a little bit of sugar to you, brother.
I like sugar.
Reed and Butt Trumpet and Eldred see a
Thank you. Thank you,
short,
Commander.
very round
Very welcome.
goblin in kind of work clothes who seems to be, at first you think he's just sweating profusely. It looks a lot thicker than normal sweat. And he's just kind of a little on the obese side and very short. And Miss Turdcutter says, this is my husband. And he looks around and says,
I get a big grin and I'm like, what's your name? I mean, hi, I'm Reed. This is my friends.
very nice to meet you. It's Fartle Smooch Turdcutter.
That makes sense.
Wonderful to meet you, sir.
Thank you.
Hi.
And he shakes your hands and your hands come back wet.
Thank you so much for opening your home to us. Your wife has been very hospitable.
She usually is. I am a very lucky goblin.
You
Yes,
are
you
so
are.
lucky.
Personally,
I hear
don't
someone
know what
moist
she
out
sees
there.
in me.
If you'll excuse me, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go tell him to. I'm gonna go see if he's okay.
Yeah, he can't pray like that.
Yeah,
too loud.
Oh man, this
Gets
stuff's
really
strong.
weird about his. Gets really weird about his religion. Hands everybody pamphlets. Has a blog about
Just
it.
go,
It's
like,
good
open the
card
door.
stock.
Gosh.
Door's been open. That's why everyone can hear him and he can hear everything. Or smell
Just go in there
everything,
and
depending upon.
Shut the door, and I'm like, I don't know what's in your wine cup. Everyone can
I
hear
do,
what
and
you're
it's
doing back
trouble.
Everyone can hear what you're doing out there.
I'm praying.
So-
I'm getting in touch with
Yeah.
God and stuff.
That's the noises that you're making are not indicative that you're getting in touch with anything other than yourself.
Reed,
You
Buttman,
know?
and Eldred, you hear all this, and you see Mr. and Mrs. Turdcutter's eyes just kind of go really wide and kind of look at each other. And
He's
Oh,
normally
sure.
Mr.
not.
Dinner
Turd Cutter.
He's normally
I hear
not
a
paying
door
for that.
open. Kalandra, are we talking around other people right now?
No, I shut the door when I walked in.
Yeah.
Because you said it was
good.
open. I thought it was closed, so I knocked, but then I came in and shut the door. It's like, we can
Now,
hear
Paul
you.
specifically said the door was left cracked open.
No.
Oh, was it? Oh.
No, you went in and said you shut the door. I'm saying they still hear this conversation
They can
because
still
both
hear
of you
you.
were
Oh.
using elevated voices.
Okay. Yeah.
In between the "Oh God, dear God" and all
Oh
that.
no.
So, Mr. Turd Cutter, or may I call you Smoochie?
Go ahead. Usually, that's my wife's pet name for me, but I would be honored.
Ooh.
Why, thank you so much. And by the way, my name is Butt Trumpet.
Very nice to meet you, Butt Trumpet.
Thank you so much. What is it that you do?
I'm a digger.
Oh, wow.
By the cliffs, we dig in there and get all sorts of food things, and sometimes we can harvest some decent rocks that can be made into things. Every now and then we found a little something. Found a lot of bones a number of years ago. That was a little weird.
Bones?
Yeah.
Like people's?
Possibly. It looked like it. So we stopped digging there in case it was archaeological digs.
Ooh.
What are those?
Like, it's finding dead people, but they just might be important people. It's what someone told me once.
Oh.
Oh.
So, what is the spread for this evening, Mr. G?
At first, it looks like just basic stuffed cabbage, but it looks like it's a combination of rice and a very hearty mushroom.
Nice.
And there's little
A
bits
vegan
of...
option.
Mrs. Turdcutter says, we don't get a lot of meat offered here. We used to get a lot more fish and seafood, but we don't even get a lot of that as much anymore. So we have to make do with what we can.
Times being what they are, I'm not surprised, but you've been more than generous and put together a lovely spread for both meals we've been lucky to be privy to.
You're very kind.
Is Eldred still with us?
Yes.
With you?
Yeah. He's got a big pack of like a paste on his face, like a salve.
It's a peel-off mask.
Mr. Turdcutter
Oh, don't peel it off.
He
As
smelled
they're
your
talking,
words,
you guys has the outburst, and people just kind of go. So, Mr. Turdcutter says, I provided the mushrooms because we every now and then we have a couple of digs where we dig into some underground mushrooms, and some of them are very, very good.
Oh, so you forage a bit.
Oh yeah, we forage just about anything we can find.
I make sure I only take my fair share. Then I pass it to Eldred and Butt Trumpeter.
And we'll say you get through dinner.
If Kalandra and Gaius haven't come out yet, I'll take plates to them if that seems like the thing to do. I back into the room with my eyes closed. I don't know what's going on in here. I don't see anything.
Oh my gosh, Reed. You can turn around. It's fine.
Okay, I turn around. So the
And they're
food's
in a
all
very
ready. If you guys
compromising
want.
position.
Ooh, oh, I need something to
Oh,
drink.
see-
He takes a sip out of a cup. Oh, that was the wrong cup again.
You come out, and
Wizard.
Eldred
More wizard
looks at
talk.
you and says, "Gaius, could I see your wineskin for a minute? The
Sure,
one you've
bud.
just been drinking out of this evening."
Oh, sure.
He looks at it and goes, "Here, give that to me. That's actually I have yours. I'm sorry. That's mine."
Oh,
What's-
is this the?
Hey,
Is that
Eldred.
the one that's
Hey, Eldred.
concentrated with all the different
What's-
stuffs in it?
It's
well,
the one for music festivals.
I was working on a
Eldred.
potion, kind of. Thing.
Eldred, what did you do?
What
What did Gaius do to himself by drinking from that?
I think
I have no
your potion,
idea.
by the
but
way,
it
doesn't
was-
taste like wine at all.
He was going to Burning Wizard.
Oh no, that's what the people in the town next to my town would do to people
What
for magic.
Oh,
what
It
kind
was-
of what kind of trip what kind of trip are we going to expect from?
Well, when we went down by the temple, your temple, there was this guy offering pixie dust, and
Ooh, what does that do?
I think we
Oh,
now
well.
know.
No.
No, that's
No
not the
reason.
Not
only
in front of
thing
the
that was in
turd
there.
cutters.
Because the bowl had your medical salve kind of at the bottom. I use that. There's a specific mushroom in there that I'm sure is
So the
interacting.
combination of the two.
Yeah, we have a new
So-
medicine.
This is the stuff that's
That I-
on my face?
Well, it's
Don't
you
put it in
don't
your
ingest
mouth.
it.
Don't put it in your mouth.
Like when you stuck your finger in my mouth?
No. So I crushed the
I'm just
mushrooms up
mouthing to the
in
turd
the bowl.
cutters. I am so sorry.
Specifically,
I'm
you
gonna
have
look
to
over like, I'm
ingest a
sorry
certain
too.
quantity.
You're fucked
And
up.
I'm assuming that with the pixie dust kind of exacerbated things a bit. Oh, yeah, but I need some food.
So, do you know how? Does he just have to ride this thing out?
Probably.
sure.
Yeah.
He'll sleep
Oh,
it
this
off.
is a whole
He'll
new
be groggy
thing.
in
I'll
the morning,
figure it
but he'll
out.
be fine.
Hot
Mrs.
yoga.
Turd Cutter says, "Honey, would you come help me clean up? Thank you." And they start taking the plates and going into the kitchen.
If Eldrid's getting the bed, Gaius, where are you sleeping?
Floor? I don't know. Standing? I've done that before.
You notice some low-flying, fluffy-looking clouds in the room there, Gaius.
Oh, those look good.
What are you looking at?
We don't see anything, do we? Didn't think so.
And you just see him
Gaius?
like putting his hand out to the. It's like, ooh.
It's
Yeah.
like sticking
Okay.
your hand in non-sticky cotton candy, but it's fluffy.
Yeah, there's just a little bit of give. Ooh.
I just
I'm-
I look at
And
Reed
it
and I'm
tingles
like,
in a really good way.
we've
Yeah.
got to
Oh,
get
right
that
there.
pouch. We could sell that stuff for so much.
Really? That's a great
I
idea.
think so. I think so.
I'm at the same table, and I've obviously displayed that my hearing acumen is still excellent, despite the fact
And
that
you're high
I'm.
as fuck.
But we're talking.
You're
Can't
right.
you just tell smells?
Well,
Oh,
actually,
no,
Gaius,
I
you're
hear
back in the bedroom
smells.
because that's where the cloud is.
Oh,
Okay.
You've got
Yeah, so
lead
he's
way down the hall.
wait. As he turns around to talk to someone, he's like, "Wait, where is everyone?" Damn
You
it.
look out the
Can't hear.
door, and the hallway is a lot longer than you remember. And the voices, which were really loud before, sound kind of garbled and far away now. Almost like
Oh,
you're hearing them
man.
from underwater.
Pulls out a wineskin, just starts drinking. Oh, this
That's
is going to be a
already
rough night.
It's-
Maybe. Aura, excellent.
If I will go
Gosh.
check on Gaius at some point, like I'm
If-
like
if
put a
you
pin
what?
on that, I will go check. I will go
Check.
check. I will go
Oh,
check on Gaius
She
at
Okay.
said,
some point.
check.
Check. I'll go check on Gaius at some point. Check. Let me get that accent reined in. I'm so sorry. I apologize for that.
okay.
What
so
y'all talking about now?
Listen, I'm trying very hard. It takes a lot to keep that under control.
Gaius,
So anyway.
right now, this is all in Gaius's head. He finds himself. He thought he was laying on a cloud. He's actually laying on a very long cow. And
There's a cow in the bedroom?
yeah,
From my perspective, I'd be like, oh, you are the most comfortable moo cow ever. And he's just like kind of petting it. He's like, yeah.
and you hear the cow go.
Yeah, bud.
Oh, you're stroking the wrong part. Stop it.
Stroking it. No, I was patting it like good moo cow. You're not here. This is my hallucination. You get out of it with all your dirty thoughts.
So, Gaius, what you hear
Oh!
these voices coming from a very small, even smaller than usual version of Calandra with little wings that's just floating around, flying around the top of the room.
Yeah. I
Just
think I'm
looking
starting
at
to get
everything
like
you do and making
all the
really,
like, I'm
really
s-
inappropriate comments about everything you think, even before you say it.
I'm thinking we got a kaleidoscope kind of going on there, slowly going to a tunnel down to a pinprick. And I think we start hearing a little bit of Bowie playing in the background. Oh God, I'm going Bowie. This is bad. This is a new level.
And you
I gotta
look and
remember to
you're
write down
wearing
these ingredients.
skin-tight clothing that's all different colors, and your shoes are this high.
He's got
Oh,
a
shit,
lightning
I'm the
bolt
guy-
down his face.
Ah, shit, I'm the Goblin King again.
Don't say that here.
Calandra, you've gone to your room with Butt
I'm
Trumpet
with Butt
now?
Trumpet. We're
Okay.
I'm braiding
I kinda-
Calandra's hair. We're talking about boys.
Yay. Yeah,
I
painting
I
our
knocked on their door.
toenails.
I knocked on the door. Calandra just told me to come in. I kind of poke my head in, and I'm like, "Is there a corner of the room here I could just kind of curl up in and go to sleep?"
Oh,
Gaius is saying
like a chair or
strange
anything?
things. I don't know if I can sleep with that.
You can set up over there, bud.
Okay, thank you.
I was about to tell
see if there's a-
Calandra about the mass turd.
I'm like, so is this is out of character for him, yes?
Oh, yeah, this is new.
I've never
This is-
seen him this drunk.
Oh wow.
Eldred
Isn't that
whispers
drunk?
in your ear there, Gaius, from behind you, going, "You need to be quieter, or else you will break the universe."
And he looks Eldred dead in the eyes and says, "Your eyes can be so cruel."
And just then the
But not
eyes
as
go
cruel as
totally
I.
black and grow really large. And you
Then
feel
it's
like
a-
you're getting swallowed by them. And all of a sudden it's like you feel like you've been put through a cheese grater into numerous little strands of Gaius. And you're all of a sudden very worried that they're going to come back together, not in the right order.
You're going to become your own beard.
It's only
Eldred
forever,
goes,
not very long at
"That's
all.
Right.
Well,
Not long at all. And when he says all, the mouth just gets really big.
yeah.
But the
that's
eyes
nice.
are still jet black. And they
Mm.
match his hair, which seems to be floating.
Yep.
Like a
Yeah, this
beard.
is-
Like
Yeah.
wings as as he just seems to be floating above you, looking down. You
Yeah,
and
he's
all
just
of your
gonna-
little strands that are trying to find their way back to each other in the right order. But every time you speak, it's like dropping a pebble in a pond, and all the strands go. And then once you're quiet again, they start slowly working their way back.
Yeah. Gaius is having none of this and in his mind, turns into a white owl and flies away.
Who?
Gaius.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
In his mind, in the hallucination. Listen, we're on a hallucination trip together. You can have your part of it, but I get to have my part of it. Who?
Are you gonna?
Yeah.
Gaius.
Oh, okay.
Gaius turns into a white owl and flies away from it. A white owl. Never.
I take the chair.
Story.
And I put all of my stuff that I'm not going to be sleeping in on the chair, and then I curl up in the corner like a cat on the floor. And then I'm like,
Like, you need
before
the
I go to
floor
sleep,
and
I can
stuff?
tell you about the mass turd.
yes. We all-
The mass.
You see
Turd.
Butt Trumpet start bouncing on the bed, going, "Yes."
And then I like lay down and like kick my feet behind me and like rest my head in my hands. The separators for pedicures still in my toes. Go on.
I can paint your toes while you tell me a story.
Yes.
Did we paint your toenails? Yeah, let's paint your toenails, Reed.
I'll just tell the story.
Ugh, fine.
Do it when he's asleep.
I will.
So the mass turd.
That's what you hear
Awesome.
floating in the air in multiple
Yeah, it's
strands.
no.
Male.
Flying as an owl.
But the
Pick that
owl
one
is
up.
in numerous parts.
Ooh. Yeah, no. But instead of hearing a who, you hear what?
Who?
What?
What? Oh,
No,
what?
who?
No, what?
Who's on first?
So
Reed.
read your
Oh, God.
story.
Yes, so as I start to fall asleep, I start telling the story of how we went into the sewers and we encountered were they little flying turds?
They were poop gargoyles.
Oh, they were-
That is how I
were-
phrased it.
Yes,
You're
yes.
not here!
Gargoyle. They were kind of gargoyle-y, and they were perched around. They warned us that we should not travel through an area, I do believe, right, Butt Trumpet?
We were warned that if we ventured further, we would encounter the mass turd. However,
Yes.
if we gave them an offering, we would be allowed passage. To which I
That's right.
actually gave them my ducky. I had a wooden ducky that Gaius had whittled for me. And so I offered it as a gift for the master so that we could pass through.
But then, when we passed through, Gaius insisted that we go into the chamber and make sure that we saw the master. So
And we
he
did.
got them to summon.
Lies.
He got them to summon the master, and it came out of this big pool, and it rose up like a big pillar of poop, and it talked.
It was gross.
So, like, one giant piece of shit.
Yes, out of a toilet.
One out of the.
I think so.
Standing
But
up.
trumpet though, don't you think it was kind of
Talking.
wet, like it might have been put together? Yeah, I don't know.
I tried really hard to pay attention to any details. I made a conscious effort to not pay attention to the exact dimensions or construction. Yeah.
It was hard to look at. It kind of made my eyes water a little bit, but
Yeah. You feel it in your eyes.
it was quite the sight and smell. And that was before we ran into the things that dropped on our heads down there and took Gaius' eyebrows and beard and Vivalda's skin off of the top of her head.
We've had
Yeah,
very life-altering experiences.
Yeah, the sewers are awful, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah.
That is what you have conveyed to me so many times. Every time you talk about it, in fact, they sound pretty terrible. Even if I couldn't smell them, they sound terrible.
By the way, I just wanted to say, I know that this has been a really rough and scary journey for you to be on, Calandra. I know you're looking for your brother, and you've kind of gotten roped into a lot, but you've been very helpful, especially like recently with looking for Nikita and everything, and in the necropolis, and we really appreciate it.
We like having you with us. I think we all do.
Being here, I couldn't ever. When I left home, it wasn't home because of why I had to leave, and then everything kind of literally got burned to the ground in front of me. And so I really held everyone at arm's length, and it's very easy to do when you work where I work. You definitely have to get really good at putting up those walls because it feels safer that way, to not let myself get even friendly with people, because then it doesn't matter what they think or if they come back. Everyone that I ever cared about did leave, and so it's always felt safer. But oh gosh, I'm getting all
I lean on her shoulder and I say, I've watched things burn down in front of me too that I thought were home. But I've found that found families have grown to me a lot more.
Lean back on butt trumpet. I'm just like, I really like being with you guys. You guys are your group. You don't. Home isn't a place. You guys feel like
get in here and hug us.
Okay.
Bring it in. And fade to black and see.
As we're all hugging, I'm like, when I find out how, I'm going to send you the edible arrangement.
We'll make one together.
Perfect.
We can make it and then eat it.
Oh.
We could bake it.
I don't know how to make it, but okay.
I kind of look at them and I'm like, I know you're adventurers. So I guess danger is part of the job. You get exposed to a lot of things, but I really am sorry about Nikita. She shouldn't be gone. If she wasn't trying to help me, she would still be here.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I've actually wondered if I should be the one apologizing, because we didn't lose sight of her until after my spell went wrong. And I know that has a potential to happen. And I've been really wondering if this is my fault too. So I've never blamed you.
I would never think to blame you. No, never would I have thought in a million years to blame you, but trumpet. Ever.
If it helps, you can blame me. I usually get blamed all the time. And it's okay.
Let's hug again.
Okay.
We're hugging. I love that.
We all make little friendship bracelets.
Right. Braid hair, braid bracelets.
With a montage of Taylor Swift and Demi Lovato.
Singing
you
into
all
hairbrushes.
Everything kind of fades to black. Gaius's music is a little more psychedelic. He
Oh,
just
yeah,
kind
Moving in
of
stereo by the
floats
color.
He's on,
into the
he's on an
sunset.
80s movie trip right now. Nah, more 70s.
Well, I was
With
going to say it's
Eldred
mostly
climbing
like
out of a pool.
it's mostly music by Tangerine Dream that Gaius is hearing. And we'll say that it's nighttime, and you're all going to sleep. And I need everyone but Butt Trumpet to take off your headphones, please.
Oh boy.
Okay, Butt Trumpet. You're kind of feeling pretty good and falling asleep. It's that in-between point where you're not sure if you're fully asleep or awake. And you hear a little voice in your ear. Are you awake?
Who is that?
You found me a little while ago. I've just been keeping quiet because I wanted to make sure you were safe.
Is this my dog?
Yeah.
You can talk? You're alive?
Well, kind of. I'm alive for you.
Oh. Well, I think I'm safe. What happens if I'm not?
Well, it was a combination safe. I wanted to make sure that you were not the type that would be mean to me, and when I found out that you were a good person, I wanted to make sure you were safe. And I didn't want to distract you. But now that you're in a place like this, I thought it might be a good idea to say hello.
Why, thank you. Is there something you would like to be called?
You can call me whatever you want.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you wanting me to be safe, and for you seeing good in me.
Very
there
much.
Is there something that you need me or want me to do, or is there something that you need to do?
All I wanted was to get away from that horrible lady.
I know what that's like.
She
My
wasn't-
old master made me feel horrible.
She kept me in a box.
I was kept in a basement.
I knew I could relate to you. You have a big heart.
Thank you. I can tell you do too.
Thank
Would it make you uncomfortable if I told my friends about this?
It's up to you, but they won't be able to see or hear me the way you do.
Okay, I understand. But thank you.
You're welcome. Do you need anything that I might be able to help with? I don't know what I could possibly do, but
Well, what are you able to do?
I don't rightly know. I haven't
Yes.
had a friend for a very, very, very long time. I don't even remember where I was before the mean lady took me.
Oh, I see. Well, I know how that feels. Well, we'll be looking for our friends, and we'll be looking for people in general. So, unless you're able to help with that in some way, I don't think you'll need to do anything. But maybe I'll ask you questions from time to time, if that is, you've listened to anything the lady has said or done, and if you'd be able to help in any way.
I remember little things over the years, like when she didn't close the top of my box all the way. But not much more. It was usually mean stuff and cruel stuff.
I understand. Well, don't worry right now. Let's get some sleep, okay?
Okay. I just wanted to say hello.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good night.
Good night.
And you go back to sleep, I assume, with a little bit of a thoughtful look on your face. It is the next morning. Gaius, I need you to give me an intelligence saving throw, please. Guess who's still tripping balls?
Oh no, the nap didn't help.
Oh no.
Nat made it worse.
Actually, I'm not 100% sure I slept.
Am I still dreaming?
Oh,
Hey,
this is some
Eldred.
good stuff.
Grab onto the floor,
Eldred.
hold it really tight.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah,
You got
starts
any?
reaching
You
out
got
into the air.
any spells to fix him?
Let me see.
Why would you want to fix this?
He
So
kind
many
of takes
reasons.
his hands and puts them on either side of your head. And you look, and Gaius's hair is a lot redder. And you see across his face what looks like a red and blue lightning bolt.
Oh my god.
Is it better now?
It
Because
should,
it doesn't feel any different.
it should be a little
Wait,
better.
can
now.
you smell sound still, or
Yeah.
or hear smells? I forget what it
No,
was.
I definitely smell smell a storm. I hear a storm. I don't really know right now.
Eldred goes,
Can,
sticks his fingers under your nose and goes, "This smells like purple. Try it."
oh my god.
But it looks like ass.
What is this, summer camp? Both of
With
you.
these two, probably. Have
He-
you not noticed that the Guide Eldridge partnership is just the two friends who love dunking on each other constantly?
I picture it kind of like a Paul Rudd, Seth Rogen movie.
That's a solid one. Yeah, that's a solid one.
Yeah.
So, Gaius, you are semi-functional. You're not like going down
Gotcha.
that dark tunnel floating, but
Yeah.
you are seeing trails and very often things that aren't there.
Oh shit! I think I'm still in the ethereal, guys. And he goes to put his hand on the wall. He's
No.
like, "Wait, wait."
You see
no,
Gaius
maybe?
about 10 feet from the wall put his hand out like he's touching the wall, but he's still good.
like doing 100% great mime work, where he's just like thunk. It's like, oh, sturdy. Okay, I know what's real. I think.
Guys, do you have your spells that like heal people?
They can
Sure.
Maybe you can heal. Maybe you can heal your own head.
haunt me.
So in reality, I will try to cast lesser restoration on myself, which will remove a condition or a disease. So being poisoned or ingesting too many hallucinogens, and just kind of
Roll me a 20-sider, please.
that's what I figured. We'll see if it actually works.
I hope you cast the right spell. You don't blow us all up.
16.
You're
Luckily, I
starting.
don't know Fireball
God.
yet.
You are. You're getting a little more cohesive. It's going to take a while, though. But
Oh yeah.
it is.
So as you see him cast the spell on himself, you literally see out of like his just like wherever like exposed skin are, you just see like vapors of like rainbows just like coming out of his body. He's like, and it's just like, oh, all right, not 100%, but better.
When the rainbows came out, you hear nya, 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 nya.
And as you did that, Gaius, you felt like a horn, a silver horn, grow out of your forehead and just stay
Huh.
there.
I slapped Eldridge's hand away, like, damn it, man, stop fucking around.
No, you actually feel it there.
Oh yeah, no, I feel it, but that was his reaction. Like, assuming Eldridge's casting, you know, like the dude wouldn't put like a lightning bolt on my face or something for an hour.
So you hear Eldred go, "Why do you do that?"
Ugh. All right, guys. I'm now delegating you. You guys are taking the lead in interacting with people today.
Oh boy.
Look,
Huzzah.
I am there for backup and tactical support.
Eldred looks at you and says, I think some dinner didn't sit well with me. Why don't you take my arm and help me along, Gaius? We'll stick together."
Sure, hold on. I need to slap one more salve.
Why don't we do that later? I can wait.
As he's reaching it. Sure?
Yeah, we'll just wait a little bit later.
All right.
I still got some on. We'll wait till later.
I can heal. I'm
I'm
good
sure
at
you
it.
can. I'm sure you can.
I kind of whispered a butt trumpet. I'm like, is he just putting priest paste on Eldred's face?
No, I do think it actually has properties, but he is in no shape to be able to administer it right now.
Yeah, if anyone, like, there's not as much solve on there right now, but you do notice that, like, his skin seems to be a little bit better today than it was the day before. Like, the
Well,
skin's less
moisturized
cracked
too.
and red. It's less cracked and redding. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of part of that. Imagine aloe vera if it got you high as balls if you drank it.
Oh my god.
What?
Delta
I'm
8
imagining-
aloe.
Yeah.
I'm imagining a new horrible commercial for priest paste. Like, priest paste, put it on your face.
Yeah. Don't eat it or you'll get high as kites.
Still working out the marketing on that.
Put it
Yeah.
in your face, just not in your mouth. All over your face.
Put it on your face, but not in
All
haste,
over
because
your
if you
face.
actually ingest it, you'll.
Go to waste.
Yeah.
Remember to pull out, kids.
Listen, I have no. Oh, is this is still the commercial?
It's the
This is
longest
paste.
commercial ever.
This is paste. What? Yeah. No, this is like late night infomercial.
It's an infomercial, yeah.
It's the shopping channel.
Yeah. It
And
cuts
if
to
you
the guy
order your
who's about to
paste
put
right now, we'll also throw in.
It's a great seal it, and you slap it on a
a
giant
lot
jug
of
of water
damage.
that's just shooting water at it. It's like paste. Problem solved.
You see Gaius sitting in a rowboat with his shield in the bottom, sealed to the rowboat with paste.
It's like this entire boat's made of paste.
You see somebody with like nasty teeth, and they take priest paste, and they're like, ding.
But spit it out. Spit it out. Don't swallow.
You spit it out. You spit it out, or what happens to you is not our fault.
We're not
But wait a
liable.
minute, the paste
Jeez.
is totally nutritious. Just
This
tastes
is
like
is.
nothing.
informational table.
Yeah. The new additive ingredient. It's 100% exactly what you need for the day. Has no taste. Will get you high as shit if you ingest it. Is that a warning or a feature? Yes.
Yeah, both. All of the above.
So Mrs. Turd Cutter comes
This is
and
the
hands
commercial
each-
that's running in Gaius' head as he's sitting at the breakfast table, just like, doo, doo, doo.
So, Mrs. Turd Cutter,
Everything's normal. Doo, doo.
Oh my god.
Gaius, you have this kind of vision of the commercial. Paste. It's everything you need. Paste. It'll fix your zombie horse. Paste. Use it as a raft. Paste. Eat it and become the head of your order. Paste. It'll help you to speak to pink elephants. Paste. It's better than candy, but doesn't taste anything like it. Paste.
Yeah, whatever happened to that pink elephant guy?
He
So,
stops
Mr.
monologuing the commercial and focuses on something. Yeah.
Yeah.
ADD.
So Mrs. Turd Cutter comes and kind of wide-eyed hands each of you a little sack. I made you some breakfast sandwiches.
Oh, that is so kind.
That's so
you.
sweet.
And kind of reaches really far away from you guys to hand you yours.
Can I take
thank
it
you,
and hand it
kind.
to him? I'm like, thank you.
Gaius holds
Don't
out
be
his
a-
hand with 10 gold in it. You have to take it from me.
Okay.
Can I just pass
Nope.
it, like, so she doesn't have to?
Nope, I slapped Kalandra's hand away. No.
Her eyes go really wide and puts out her hands like this and like
It's
Then
okay. You
Gaius
didn't
la-
do anything to it.
It's
Gaius lays his hand into her hands with the money still on top. He's like, here you go.
I'm so sorry,
This is-
Mrs. Turd Cutter.
This is really weird. What is he doing?
I don't.
I-
He's so high. Like he's
The,
so.
the
high.
drugs I'm on right now has ruined my depth perception, so I can't tell how far away you are.
Just turn your
Just
hand
take it
over
out of
so
my-
she gets.
she
Just
goes,
turn
you
your
can
hand
go
over.
now, your hand's in mine.
Oh, it's just I couldn't tell. It just turns his
That's
hand
my
over very
that's my
robotically.
finger you're doing that stuff to.
What?
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Turd Cutter.
Gaius just
Oh,
turns his hand around and 10 coins gets dumped into her hand.
Thank you.
All right, whatever. You're welcome. Thank you for all of your hospitality and putting up with. And then he just gets quiet for a second. Whatever
that
I
says
have
it all,
done.
she says.
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Turd Cutter. I'm so sorry.
You're making like I was a rock star wrecking up the room. I'm not some bard
You were-
coming in here.
You were very. First
I
of
made
all,
the
I love
bed.
bards. Second of all,
Cut
you were
to the room with the
very-
bed in it. There's a fort.
Yeah.
Gaius, you're loud normally, like on a good day. You project. You
I
project.
have
yes.
what they call an orator's voice. Yes.
Yes, and it's lovely.
I'm great
and
at
it's charming,
oratory.
And no, you're great. at
Eldred
something with
goes,
your mouth.
look, we
Anyway,
heard the two of you being oratory last night. Maybe we should leave Mrs. Cutter alone and get out of here.
Eldred, you were in the room. What are you talking about?
You were very.
Yeah,
you
and
were very
I
nice.
held my eyes shut, but it's okay.
Thank you, Eldred. How respectful.
As we're like being ushered out the door and like we're all kind of
Right.
like starting to go out the door, I turn to Mrs. Turcutter and I'm like, at least the wizard didn't burn your house down like he almost did the inn, so that was good. And we just
You see her eyes just kind of go,
And thanks to that,
It's okay,
we're
we-
not gonna have a place to sleep
thank you
anymore.
so
Where are we
much.
gonna nap, you guys? Oh my gosh.
Can't wait to meet you again.
So you're all out
Oh.
there. Guy says, can't wait to, and you hear the door click shut.
Every lock she has, like every chair,
The curtains all of a sudden are pulled shut.
right?
I kind of
Yeah,
feel bad. We
that's
should
good.
probably send her an edible arrangement when we come.
Well, we know the title of this episode.
We have
Is
that. I
anyone
can
around
do
us?
that for you.
You see people like goblins walking around. You see the occasional ogre.
Do we see that ogre that we knew?
No.
Guys, once we get out of earshot, I have something to share. It's nothing
Oh,
bad.
cool. Like
but it's
drugs?
important. No.
No.
No, not at all.
I was gonna say, I
looking
think
for
I'm good.
drugs. Ride this
I'm
down.
not looking for
Ride
more.
this out.
I'm trying to make sure I don't continue this. This is way longer than it should have been.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I was anticipating this to be just the night thing.
Did you know you have like a magic wine cup or something? You had it in your hand last night.
Yeah. Guys just has it still there. He's like, oh, yeah. Oh. He
It's
goes
still
to
in
take a
your
sip
hand.
out of it.
No.
No.
Slap.
What?
No
It's
more.
like knocks, it falls on the ground. He
Eldred-
picks it up. Somehow the wine's still in there, though.
Guys, you feel like
let
this,
Eldred will clean that.
this purple stuff is just coming out of your pores, kind of covering you,
It's
and
just
you,
like,
it feels
"Ugh."
it's very comforting. And it's tasty too. When you taste it, it tastes like some of the best wine you've ever had.
We just see him
Do
licking
we
his
see him
wrist.
Yeah.
licking himself? Oh, guys,
Holy
quit
sh!
licking yourself. Quit licking yourself.
But I'm tasting real good right now.
Oh, I don't doubt you're delicious, but like we don't do that in public.
Ugh.
Let's
Wait.
just go
There's
to
a
the
guy
fucking
place-
Slinks.
Someone's.
If it'll help you
Guys,
focus,
look,
guys, I
guy-
can tell you a funny
guys-
story.
Guys looks off in the distance. Please, someone stop me.
Somebody
Stop this.
stop me!
If you want to focus
Yeah.
on something else, I can tell you a funny story.
Smoking.
All right, yeah, Reed, tell me a song of your people or something.
Well, it's not a song, but
Story, whatever. I'm not that
yeah,
picky.
story. It's not that long either, but I think it's funny. So remember
That's
how you had your pants stolen?
Yes.
Remember that long time ago?
Yeah,
Yep.
the pretty thief lady stole my pants.
And I just started laughing. Wait, there's more.
Oh.
There's more. So,
I was going to say,
He's
I was
got it,
there for
buddy.
that. Do you know how stories work?
Yeah,
Yeah, so-
that would be such a typical Reed thing. I've got a story. Remember that time you had your
Yeah.
pants stolen by that lady? That was really funny.
yeah, it was. But wait, there's more. So last night I went to sleep, and when I woke up, somebody painted my toenails.
They're blue
I
and
thought
you
green,
said-
by the way.
They snuck into the room and painted my toenails.
It's just
Can
so
you believe
wild.
it?
Miss Turd
I
Cutter
can't believe
came to my room and offered that to me, says Eldred.
Ooh,
But-
did you take her up on it? Sounds nice.
It was Mrs. Turncutter.
Yeah.
Must have been.
Some kind of weird serial toe painter? That sounds gross.
You know, could be worse.
Hey,
you know,
we don't
I,
yuck
for
other
one,
people's yums.
You know what?
Just-
I thought she seemed a little strange.
Yeah, she
Yuck
was
other
really
people's
acting
yums.
weird.
Yeah.
She was the weird.
Totally out of the
Yeah.
ordinary.
You know what, Reed? You notice that your little toenails, which are a little round to begin with, look like glittery good berries.
Just don't.
Wow.
Don't even try.
Don't. No.
No.
We don't put
I'm
parts
not
of
gonna eat my
ourselves in our
feet.
mouth. There. I'm like, just
No.
have to go ahead and be like, you don't put yourself in your mouth.
But that does remind me, guys.
Eldred just goes, but if you could.
But if you
Did you
could,
make more
then
of
you
this
could
good
make a
bird?
lot of money at the temple.
I would think you would need to visit the temple.
You'd be an attraction.
He has a point.
How
So
would you
are
know
you
you
guys
never leave
walking
your home?
through Goblin Town as you're having this discussion?
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
assuming
I'm not-
so.
I'm still waiting. Didn't Butt Trumpet have to tell us something important before
After
Reed
we
told
were
us?
out of earshot,
once we're-
yes.
Yeah.
Eldred is leading you along, Gaia, saying, I really appreciate you keeping me straight because I just fell so out
Yeah.
of sorts.
Listen, Bud, I appreciate your patronism, your patronizing nature. Yes, that's
That's
the
it.
one.
Shit.
Eldred says, yeah, that's it.
Commander, I could probably. So it's funny you say that because I know I'm like pretty. You know, I'm flexible. I could definitely put my foot in my mouth, and people tell me I do that all the time.
Gaius, you are really one of the things you're enjoying more than anything else, even as you're walking. Sometimes you find yourself walking, just kind of closing your eyes and smiling. Because for a while now, even before this all started, and it felt decent, it felt interesting then, but now it's just feeling really, really, your whole body's tingling. You just feel this kind of vibrating on the back of your neck and this little, if you listen, it starts off really, so you hear, but then all of a sudden in your ears it gets really, really loud.
Oh,
It's like little pinches on the back of your neck.
How's it
Oh,
going back
shit.
there?
oh,
You
hold
okay,
on. No, I
guys?
need to. No, he takes the backpack off. He's like, holy shit. Opens it up. Hannibal, I'm high as a kite right now, and I apologize. I I don't know if what I
he
felt
just
was
might stop to check you out.
No, he just takes like a handful of good berries that some are pull them out of his pocket. He's like, "Here," and just like throws them in there. Eat up, bud.
One
Like
of them hits the
once
rabbit in the eye, and he's like,
No, in your mouth, not your eye. What's wrong with you? Are you high?
That's not where it goes.
he just kind of
Your
looks,
mouth.
Put it in the,
just blankly
Put it in their eye.
stares at you with the
Right in
one
the
eye
mouth.
occasionally going,
Dude, we're in the Eastern District. As soon as we see rabbits, I'll let you go to them unless you want to take your chance here.
he just continues to stare at you.
All right, that's what I thought. Yeah, eat the berries will give you enough sustenance and keep you alive. Eat it. Eat the good berry. Eat it now.
quit trying to. Like, oh my gosh.
So
Eat it.
you guys continue on, not realizing Gaius has stopped, and you turn around and you see him looking in his bag going, eat it. Eat the good berry.
Gaius, we
Wow.
don't talk. That's a rabbit. Gaius, oh my god.
I'm making sure it's fed.
Did you give it more paste?
Sounds
No, I'm giving it good berries. They do the same thing, but these actually taste like something.
Guys, as you toss them in there, you see that each of the berries, as they're going in his mouth or in his eye or whatever, each of the berries has a little face on it that looks like they're going, no.
Oh, holy shit. That could have been a person. Oh, God. Is everything alive?
And you see these little
Sentient?
faces
Oh,
as
no.
the bunny clamps down on one and it just explodes in juice. And the look of horror on the berry's face.
Oh, fuck me. That's...
Wait, what?
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 What did Hannibal do?
No. Don't mind me. He's like, close it. Puts it back on. Don't mind me.
Eldred just takes
Yeah,
you
don't
by
worry
the arm
about
and goes, "Come along, buddy. It's going to be okay. We're just going to
Hey, I
get
just
out of
had-
Goblin Town."
Yeah, don't worry. I just had to feed the rabbit. As he turns and looks at Reed.
Why were you
What?
asking the rabbit to fuck you? What the hell?
Oh, no. I said, oh, no. Fuck me. Implying, oh, God. Because every single one of the berries had a face.
What?
Like, oh, dear God. I'm feeding people to the rabbit. Which
Wow, you're still really
might-
high.
hint at the fact that if I let this beast loose, I could be feeding people to it. Because every choice
that's a
has
given.
consequences, and every consequence has a
Okay.
deeper meaning in life. And
Oh,
I
Lord.
need someone to guide me out of this town now.
Can
Eldred
I-
goes,
can-
"That's me. Come along. And besides, don't
can-
worry about the bunny. We've been having this discussion that he's a cannibal all along. So come on.
Oh my
Let's
God.
go. Come on."
Can I try to cast lesser restoration on him to like see if I can speed this along?
You
This
have
is
lesser
terrible.
restoration?
I do.
Then go ahead.
Second level spell.
Thank you.
And there is no, you just do it. I understand why Paul made me roll for it, because I was the one that was high as a kite trying to cure it. What does it look like when Calandra cures someone of being high? Yeah,
Is my-
this is
No,
what
I
you
like
gotta
that
do.
question. I
I'm-
do
I'm
like
making-
that.
I'm,
Glorious.
like, checking
Uh-huh.
to see if my kid is watching or not.
Kids,
Doesn't look like
kids
he is.
watching?
Making sure my kids are in the kitchen before I describe what it looks like.
What are you
do you
doing
know-
to me?
Do you know? Have you
I
ever
might want to
seen?
stay high.
Have you ever seen a bachelorette party where they have the glitter that is shaped
course.
like? Yeah. So it just
Like
looks
what? No,
like
no,
this-
no, no. Well, like, yeah, like hearts?
Oh no, penises.
Oh, I was
It's all
a
over the
penis.
place.
No, no, a penis. Yeah, okay.
Penis.
You're saying it wrong.
Phalluses
Penis.
Penance.
all over the
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Penance. I'm going to help you do penance.
Phalli.
Phalli. Just bright, glittery, fuchsia,
Penises.
sparkles, penises everywhere, like all over the place.
Am I
So
tripping again?
you guys, you see a ton of little calandras floating around her in diapers with bows and arrows, except they're not arrows, and she's all of them
I
start
love
firing.
it. They're
at
all
you.
clear. Let her rip. Thank you, Dave. It's like it's just like what the. Eldred, why are you holding my hand?
The one that brings you back is the one that got you in the eye.
Oh my god, of course. That's perfect. Right in the eye.
Stings a little bit. Yeah.
It'll do that. You get used to it.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I want to.
You okay back there?
Yeah, I kind of like the way my healing stuff works. It's more like extracting and removing, not necessarily coding.
How you feel, buddy?
I look over at Butt Trump and I'm like, did you see that?
Oh yeah. I was paying attention.
All right.
So, guys, you feel incredibly exhausted and tired and foggy all at the same time.
Woo! Man, that was a rough ride. Oh,
You were very, very. Don't drink that wine again.
Ever.
I
That was
didn't.
a
Eldred
please.
has his high potion or whatever that was.
Keep that away from everybody unless you want. Yeah, just don't. Just don't.
No, you just got to make sure you do that in a safe space where you have
Right.
at least 48
In a
hours
much-
to come down from it, apparently.
Much smaller dose, but microdose.
Yeah, I drank like 2 cups of that.
Was it part of a magic to find Nikita?
Well, no, I was praying to Bacchus, asking for his assistance, and I poured what I thought was just out of my wineskin, and Eldred and I must have just swapped or something or whatever. I might have given him my wineskin for him to drink, and then he accidentally passed me back his concoction of hallucinogens, apparently, that he has just randomly on his person.
Just remember, I did not switch your wineskins.
Now I think you may have switched our wineskins.
No, I didn't.
No.
That's what I'm telling you. I didn't do that. So let's go.
Okay. Let's find somewhere.
Yeah,
Eldred
Yeah,
looks at you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
and goes, I didn't think I did it. Now I'm so glad. Okay, I'm...
Okay, yeah, no, guys is rolling an insight check on Reed to see if he actually swapped the skins out at one point.
I don't think Reed really knows.
13.
Reed, you realize that
So-
Reed isn't sure if he did or didn't.
Why would you randomly do it? You know I have things that are...
You've noticed that these goblins on top of the gate have tried to interrupt you about 6 different times, and they look at each other and just open up the gates. And like there are like 6 of them just kind of going.
I'm keeping my head
you.
down as I walk out and say, I am so sorry.
So there was one time, guys, where I wanted wine.
I appreciate all your hard work and dedication.
As
And
you pass by one butt trumpet, the one says, "It's okay, my Gabo. Humans can be very difficult at times."
I touch his shoulder just in like solidarity briefly, give a quick squeeze, and then keep going.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
It's a goblin thing.
So you know
I'm
you
a
go through
charm-
the gates, and the gates are shut very quickly, and the locks are
I'm a
shut
charming-
back up.
I'm
And
a
you see
charming
the heads
person.
from the heads from
No.
over the gates just to disappear.
When we
I
were
have
leaving
excellent
the
social skills.
If you have to say it out loud, Reed continue
You know, when-
talking.
when we were leaving the where all the undead were, when we were on the run, I needed a drink. So I tried to take Eldred's, but his spelled funny. So I had some of yours, but I thought I put them back in the right spot, but maybe I didn't.
I'm not trying to blame anyone. I'm just trying to figure out how I got really high all of a sudden.
So Eldred's stuff makes you like that? That's crazy.
No, Eldred,
You
what
should
you
have
put
regular
in the
wine.
sack?
Excuse me.
What was in the wineskin? What was in the sack? The sack full of liquid.
Nope.
It's too much for a butt trumpet.
I'm being so restrained right now.
Really,
Like I'm not.
you're the
I'm
table
not
in
gonna
this
say.
episode.
I tell Calandra, I'm like, sometimes I kind of wish Gaius and Elder to know them. They would call the wineskins bladders. It's so funny to you.
I'm gonna give Rita butterscotch.
Oh, thank you.
Eldred looks at you guys and goes, "Is that code?"
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I'm almost certain this.
So you're
Well,
out in this
butterscotches
no
are really good.
man's land in front of Goblin Town. That's, a good 500 yards to the edge of the bitch. It's just like flat ground with moguls and big divots and everything and roots and all sorts of stuff.
Did you say moguls?
Moguls.
Yeah, moguls. It's terminology for like
Was that it?
hills, like small hills, one after the other. It's a skiing reference. You see it on mountains sometimes.
In other words,
I've always
like
heard like
ditches
music
and
moguls.
yes, you see lots of record executives in different
Rich
piles
fucks.
around this area.
I don't approve of being here. This makes no sense.
So I
Okay,
think
so
we're
little,
far
like,
enough away for me to
you know.
tell you guys things.
So the land is
Yeah,
all kind of
for another
with
half
lots
hour.
of ditches and holes and everything. It's, in other words, you have to be real careful where you walk because it's real precarious. On the other side of the bitch, you see for like a good quarter of the border of the bitch, this huge column of black smoke on the other side. It looks like of a bunch of what you know as Crooked Court. But somewhere just past it, this huge column of black smoke rising up into the sky. Go
Looking
ahead,
down in
bud.
there, can you see something on fire or no?
It's tough to tell. Every now and then you see some flashes of orange and red, but it almost looks like the top of some of the buildings in Crooked Court might be on fire. You're not sure. But it's like when you see a large house fire somewhere, but it's past all these other houses, except it's bigger than a number of houses.
Huge.
Yeah, it's bigger than like a couple city blocks.
So, middle of the night, remember that rag doll that we got from Bile Jane?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
It talked to me last night.
Okay. Did it want to kill us?
No, it did not. It was actually very, very nice. But it said that I'd be the only one to hear it and understand it, and that it was looking for somebody with a good heart to trust before it said anything and spoke up, and it wanted me to be safe.
The
They said they
doll's
didn't
looking for
mind if
heroes?
I told you that. I don't rightly know. I don't really know what the doll needs or wants. It just wanted to say hi to me, and it told me that I was a nice person, and they wanted me to be safe. So, and that Vile Jane used to keep them in a box, and something tells me they don't remember much. They say they don't remember much, before Vile Jane, aka the lady, had them. So part of me wonders if this isn't just a doll.
Oh God! Do you think it's a soul locked
Like
into a
it's-
doll?
Like
There's
is it
a
her
possibility
child?
kicking around that theory. I don't know.
Was it a child?
It's a thought. It feels like it might be. There's a chance. There is a chance. I don't know for sure, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Obviously, got to be careful just in case it is in fact bad. But I guess check on what. I guess whenever it talks to you, try to figure out. Like you said, it might be not. I mean, you could make a doll sentient, but that doesn't seem like Bile Jane's like thing. I have a bad
like
feeling
she
you're
would
right that could be
more like she-
someone's.
Right. She put someone in the doll.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should ask Jack.
All of a sudden,
Jack doesn't
who
talk?
has Jack right now?
I think I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
all of a sudden Jack
People latched on
kind
to
of
me.
perks up, looks around, and like reaches out right in front of Reed's face and gets a big smile and looks at you, and the flames kind of go kind of bright, and it's just like real happy face. Like,
Do you know the doll? Is the doll friendly? Is there a person trapped in it?
Buffer. His face
You know the
turns into
name?
an hourglass.
You know their name? Oh.
Yeah, I
Okay.
asked if they wanted to be called anything, and it told me to call it whatever I wanted. So I got to work on that.
You should give it. You should give it a
Just-
goblin name.
I'll think about that. That sounds like a great idea.
Can the doll talk to you like all the time, just like at
I
night,
don't-
like that?
I'm not sure. This is the first time they ever spoke to me, and they said I was keeping quiet for a while until I knew that you were a good person. So I'm assuming it'll only talk to me like in private for now, anyway. Oop, a horse.
Mhm.
Mm.
yeah, somewhere
Yeah.
somewhere you hear a sick horse.
Damn
I
mudlarks.
thought they'd all be dead by now.
Right.
It sounds very far off, though.
So yeah, that's happening right now. That's what's up with me.
So, are you sure you weren't high as well? Did
I
you
was not
actually
high.
ingest something you were unaware of?
Nope. After seeing that, I kept a close eye on any beverages I had.
Guys, please don't let Eldred give you a drink.
Nope,
Early.
nope, not doing that. So,
It just kind of like looks uncomfortable.
the Slinks, right?
Right.
Yeah, it was.
Right, yeah.
I assume we're heading in that general direction.
Here I
So our-
go, a wandering.
Our standard way.
Beldery, Beldera.
So you eventually get out of that no man's land. Are you going to go to, in order to get to the Slinks, you can either go around the bitch the way of the Stratavernius house, or through downwind and part of Crooked Court?
That second one is the
Okay.
one I would direct us.
Okay.
Don't want to head towards Stratavernius' house. Just saying.
Following guys.
Okay. So it takes you a little
Follow
while.
me. I know where I'm going.
It takes you a little while. You go through downwind, and then you hit the area of Crooked Court where a good number of the buildings have collapsed. A number of them have collapsed into the bitch. Others looking kind of partial. They're looking a little like partially collapsed here and there. This area seems to have been, there's a large area of quite a few, the equivalent of quite a few city blocks of what was probably easily once Crooked Court that is now abandoned. You go through that and you can see just a little bit further in where the area that is occupied is, because you see people like in the distance kind of walking in the street. Not a lot of people, but just enough to know that area is obviously occupied. And then you hit the rim of the crater that is the edge of the Slinks. And you have to kind of go over, and it's kind of like a steep drop for about 15 to 20 feet. It's not like a cliff, but it's still a little on the steep side. The ground's a little rough and uneven. And you then can kind of see like scattered buildings here and there. Some of them like kind of parts of them are sunken into the ground. Some of them are partially collapsed. A little further down the road, the winding road, you can see a main part of a collection of buildings that means like this is the center of the activity of the Slinks, whether it's where people live, do business, or just the community of the Slinks that is in this direction. So do you continue that way, or do you decide to do something else? Or
Who are we looking for here?
We're looking for
Well, we're trying.
Rufus.
Trying to-
We gotta find the bar that he's at.
Oh, the bar. Okay, so the bar.
Yeah, it's the
What
one
used
with the
to be a
purple
bar.
door. Yeah, we're looking for a half goblin Rufus, a special building with the purple double doors.
I guess we're looking for that.
To the right, now that you're kind of over the edge of the crater, you can see the big column of black smoke is more to the right, like a little bit in the distance. So here ahead of you, saying a city center is a little rough, but it's the closest thing that the Slinks has to kind of a community area that you gather. If there's any people, that's where they would be.
Yeah. So we go where the people are.
I want to be where the people are.
I want to be where the people aren't.
Well, you went
But I
into a
guess we
city,
must.
so you messed that up real bad.
So you're heading down this dirt road that's kind of a little rough. The ground seems in points to be a little like it's shifted here and there in numerous areas. It starts to wind around some buildings, and you're following it along. And Gaius, I'm going to say you hear it first with your passive perception. Up ahead, you hear the definite sound of metal clanking on metal, and grunts and voices, and what sounds like probably a fight involving some sort of weaponry.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no thank you.
Maybe a fight up ahead. We should probably take a look.
Oh, look.
Weapons out.
A what?
Well, we take a look. A look. We go take a look.
Unsubscribe.
What?
I take Gaius' cue, and if he takes his weapon out or anything, then I take out mine.
Okay.
Well, we want to go see what they're fighting. Like, if it's people on people, well, we might need to reevaluate. If it's monster on people, then we go help the people.
Or we might save somebody. We could save
We
somebody.
might save Rufus.
That's true.
All right. That's fair. That's fair.
And whoever we save
All
might send
right.
us an edible arrangement. Let's go.
Hey, you might get your edibles. Let's go.
You might finally get your eating arrangement.
Maybe they're rich.
So you go
Maybe you'll get
forward,
some nice big
and
bananas.
Don't lie, Paul.
We're
You
going
love
for
this.
it. We're going for it.
For the bananas, let's go.
I just picture a basket with lots of Easter grass, peaches, and eggplants. Anyway, so you weave around some buildings. You come around one that's partially collapsed in the street, and up ahead you see the road kind of open up a little bit with buildings all around. Farther down the road, it looks like part of a building has collapsed into another street, and in this large section you see 3 armored figures that look like guards fighting hand to hand with a bunch of halflings. Every now and then you see something wing off one of their shields or armor, and all around them you see a number of armored guards laying dead around. A few halflings here and there, but not that many. But there's these 3 guards back to back left. One's very short, one's kind of regular height, and one's exceedingly tall. And they're all back to back fighting off this last group of halflings. And you hear, like I said, you hear things winging off them. They are talking to each other in very strong tones to keep watching each other's back and to help each other out. And they're working in concert very well to obviously be able to hold off these halflings. And that is where we're going to end it for this evening. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening. Not quite the episode I had planned, but it's what we have right now. So I hope that all of you are well. We will see you next week. Same Grognard time, same Grognard channel. And wherever you are, please remember, be kind.